Abeda mu ina masema koso jibe na mohwe bedwem on Adom TV multi TV so ebraso se de Mpensenpensenmu jumede no de ebro some birthday messages. Happy birthday to Madam Vida Adakwa o aboso kan and abetifi eno adana na your birthday free oma na de bro and afi o sister ene wadofo nyina and honorable Ayepe and odebro nti happy birthday. Madam Vida Adakwa or aboso kan ene abetifi happy birthday shonkulam de mao. And same time in your back also London also ajibra ohwebi nana yao also ya chawa no pay and then thank you for your time te also ajibra also ohwebi ebra so say di enkomo wanum say mamenka say onipa ye ne bi di nkomo yi okọ Ghana mra shebedwema okanipa beye enan ana enum sa num no Alhaji Collins Dauda Era Muntaka, Era Erikopoku, Era Harina Idrisu, and Sana, a year unimian for any bidi in Komoi. What's not much medium ache ye, Yakasian for ye and Kasema, or a former deputy minister under the NDC regime, works and housing. So, a member of parliament, a year Bodi in Pesraso. In fact, see a Cassia Ghana kabima minkebi eye abakosema eyi ni din free ma ebeye din ye pa and akomra shebedwam so he cuts across both the political divide no odini Juma Sonko emane ye ani so ana oba na hoto na ho fama so ma o my Ghana so a ewo anim ye ne ho akeka no so ekoso ye pa woni menya adwa no pay yema nimnyamfo eye Sampson Ahi Afishapa any etinkwa honorable morning.
Good morning.
Utinkwa. It's been a battle.
Nyagro na ediasida be manyame say ewiase yankopon bo bia ba sase so a ne wahihya ma won ne ti bia bebam ansa na obeto no safro a na oto no safro enti yada ya me ase awie no so ne beda budi fo nyina ase me kan budi a anya mo budi kurom nko a budi ayi
the entire Bodi constituency
profo no wo no ewo gidie na ayirehirem omonya wo mu biem ya to aba ema me wo hwe ne course wo election day no sika cheye even the queue
election day
even the queue no mo chisika it be 5 million it be 10 million
as in 500 Ghana cedis
500 1000 Ghana cedis cheye anti am before no nyina no mu say o ma won because of sika but adeba kwa me hu ya ama mani age ama Ghana democracy and say first no o mo bi 5 cedis kura na ko to abama ba ene no amanfo no I just say Ghana for you matured to the sense how this government obeje but betia and typical example started free as enough the by elections no you know hu ne course question to the sense of more try me kurama chasopoku say sika no ye just say utumo say amanfo no nema no mo ye no mo tiase and the same thing happened 2024 elections.
But in your case, I have to be very honest with you. Because of reports and free Urban, the thinking was that it's going to be difficult for you to win your seat.
Yeah, because on the election where I'm contesting na the system contest election.
Baku miensa and over 20 years.
I've done 20 years
20 years.
Until I'm entering into my 24th year. Until now, I'm for say, oh, watch it. But another President Mama can be say, over serve with humility and respect. Only a man for a number. Buomo. Momu who said, that be American say, the difference between Obi or MP and Obi or MP. Opportunity about welcome take advantage of it. Apart from that, no. Obia oya watchman wo Bodi. Obia oya ne personal work as a businessman. Obia oya farmer. Obia oya sofo, obia oya ohene. Difference ni obia mu. You human being. Adeba ma NPP for lucky and no. The disrespect, arrogance. Na me nkrofo na me no mo Bodi mansiru. Obe di dance say Sampson Ahi. Sabe majuma na me ye no. Obuo respect. And I made the majuma. And even though na it seems said na bibia call against me. Because of only nipa so ono nipa tanacha na ohun afo. Nje kwambi so no that was praying against me. But I'm also said that be am this way abamu no adwuma Sampson Ahi ye no. Am before ba here. We omo antima match. What is it?
So what played out for you, you know? What played out for you? Okay, any so na oda nyame ase wi a hu say opponent in the party no. Ahoma so any only nipa intemu kitedi na esinto wo.
Edwe.
Dwe.
Okasa kire wa beka say ono edi kambo no ansa na ye bo. Am before su ban no. Ono ne ya de bia beka say dabra. Omumie no ko to chare wo ta beka say ono de no free Japan na wo de no free Ghana. Anu dwa. Ana hantan. Ena abef ono. Say omo perform. Omo anya dwuma
in your constituency.
In my constituency. I met my fakrubia to say, oh my gosh,
what's enough?
What's enough? What's enough? I'm not talking about what's enough in general.
But your constituency, Bodi.
Constituency is 7 American.
Zero.
Zero. Because for 8 years, no. Unlike say, and this year, train can ya come 45. And send free abemuno. The free abemuno people for 8 years, a month total probe back on crowd Bodi mentioning.
Are you kidding me?
One lal probe back on say a month to be.
NPP.
8 years in office. And this I me cook grown now, because sir, lad we 100 them was NDC. And so we 100 them was NDC. Primary school then 100 NDC. Chip compound 100 NDC. Now, grow when so then why na broke back in trial.
Campaign is so simple.
Sa papa na ekono. Now and what council am for not to nim. Say ampa NDC time. And Sampson Ahi bu am yes anya mam. What I say? And you know, now even though mamu abemu omo yusu taxes bi no omo MPP candidate no 6 months to elections yes assembly no nyehwe. Ade bi assembly be ye bia na on odi anim na okoko ekotwa kwanso a eso na obabetwa. Even you dey grader mba Bodi kura na say on akoto grader.
Really?
Oso akoto grader na me say nti on akoto bi ko akontom na na. On to bi ko dwabo so ana. Ohu. Nti no ye discover say mfantwa kwanso no. Assembly no koye adwuma na odi anim. Candidate na be.
So Bodi, what was your margin?
A little above 4,000.
That's what we are better than your
2020 more than 1,500.
Yeah, but it's all co anymore.
Akoma nimpa.
Because I'm a steady trend. I say when no shoot too.
When ekoso. When ekoso. President Mama Bodi more than me so the minya. Oh, but I don't remember can say be say. But we ana nkasa no em say na ye epoja na wosoro. Na ye yi ne to akunya. Na no hange ho. MPP candidate Omo was no they were not campaigning for him.
How?
Omo ko omo so ye nim so beto abama and Mahama. Mo de monto Mahama na monto MP no mai.
Debi.
Yes.
Debi.
Yes.
Debi ya to abawi.
Ya to abawi. But that is the reality.
Are you sure that me and me no me gina me party because me control my way no not to me? How is that feasible?
Em na meka amafo na e be si omo wi no mo freka.
That the candidates in Bahwa.
Omo ba omo say yes. Look, omo ko kanti abo omo kan. Omo contesta omo kan. Omo ko paint omo kan. Omo ko yaso mabobo nkuro a kirew. Mama find out.
Toma me name na
Toma MPP candidate na Toma Mahama. Omo kan yen mi say and this in the win jai. Oho, in say this is the native aba Toma Mahama. O de Mahama de Toma na MPP de Toma me. That was the campaign largely they were doing in Western off. I know they are boarding one. And if fire resource no. Fa was no resource.
For sure trending.
Oba who say President Mahama enya vote echen all parliamentary candidates
because they pushed for him.
Because
what you are saying.
And before grano mo try omo ye campaign ma President Mahama. And na omo twetwe sa goodies no. Sa fertilizer. Say you super grow. Say you yo me the mount to aba mame. The fertilizer we not to aba mame. The way not to aba mame, discount not to aba mame. That was what went on. And it's our fire MPs. Yeah, resource ni na ba hu say President Mahama difference me say me 4,000 no President Mahama 5,000 almost close to 6,000. What you say?
I see.
Yes. Our win Ghana difference was less than 200. But President Mahama BT about more than 10,000 votes. I didn't think sana BC. Until they were not campaigning for Baumia. Until Baumia lose there. Just on one kasa no crofo na na omo bo ase won lusu.
Well, I see. Just 3 minutes after it, I Badwam on Adom TV. Name for Sampson Ahi na me twetwe nkomo. Be call or party the expectations of more party man and Ghana for. But nyame adom achina mo ko parliament. Ene mo ko parliament. Say bibia to tona ko mtimo ko mo dom kuma ne na afi NPP abetna dom kese no na mo de awie a free parliament na bibia ko kama. Is that the case?
See, I met here the last time I called parliament no na majority. Bibia says I
tra ho.
Yan tra ho say. E da na ye koyo mama na speaker adwane senator na.
I said the nchirimu abase.
Say.
E se mo ko tena bia na moti.
One I did sanchirimu bae. Yan before na mo sanchirimu bae. Omo kutom position so kutom position. Actually, and then pay your caucus meeting. But so far as I'm concerned, we be answer sign. Yeah, majority.
There's a majority in here.
Yeah, say.
That's it.
Once you can't afford the money. Can't afford the money.
Now, call quarter.
Article 97, no.
Share money, Gina said.
Article 97, the whole clear.
Call quarter, share money, Gina said, Mama in command with Enina. Naming come up for me and Sunny and who's Anchimono and Ntiasian. It is the status quo if it is remaining there. Clearly, the MPP is going back to their majority.
No, and this is for NDC and court. And this is for court.
Did any Munina so into a Mokujina majority?
Yeah, you know, so any say, MPP for me and a free MPP Cocosunum. Because per Article 97, H and G, no. A check clearly say the moment over parliament on a particular vehicle now be free sa vehicle no asi from no you forfeit your seat. Now 3 in fact 2 MPP MPs,
one independent
omo MPP MP omo by parliament through MPP tickets and now omo independent candidate enti samra no ayo ba konso eba through independence. Now the lifespan of parliament to MPP on also abejina MPP ticket and the amrano areno am this also any pabako amanfi central kwachiaka on also now the same situation no and nipa 4 ye him say ye were 137 in MPP 43 independent no mo na ye adwuma. And no more 138 no. What I say? Into 138 minus 3. I can say 135.
More call back.
Mr. Mamu Guntano. I 135. Fine. And 137 minus 1. I don't see a saying.
Then how about 136?
Into 136 and 135. Yeah, one I majority. You man, one I majority.
The Supreme Court can I want here, man.
Yeah, of course Supreme Court. Obian Savoye, numbers on the day.
Go back to parliament and with that mentality.
I don't force and quite majority seat. Minim Sabia, Senamecan, and a caucus meeting of pay, Sabia be best at the caucus meeting there, meant to mention. But so far as some year concerned here, and this year majority. In fact, Uncle Ponkra confirmed a majority. No. After 2024, body I are worse. Yeah, on your ordinary majority. So news, sir.
Absolutely.
Nyankopon I confirm the majority situation position. They say absolute majority. More than 2/3. And some people for Parliament. Parliament.
And they said the NDC for Pebiano, or Betimaya or Machimigam.
But you be no, Senate President Mama Kaino, you be no responsibly. We are not going to abuse our numbers because you be beyond Ghana for Beshayan. Into the Bayer Niama Ghana for Benya some faso. We are not going to abuse it. Yan can say, oh, you could have Adom Kasientino, Niama Hunubi and Huya say, yeah, Ghana for Yasun Faso Biano, lady. We are not going to do that. You be a responsible majority caucus. I am near ma because when Mr. President Mama Cram Maquine. Because I did be a President Mama de Baba a Parliament Biano, a dear a Beboa or Mano. A dear Ghana for Benyaho and Faso. And but me can say, Ombo Mama Mo, a Bayano said that what I mean is, who said, do point to be almost here, ya boko to Parliament. Ya cry appointment committee measure because now we have the majority to do it. Anytime you be biano, you be majority. I mean, you be for quorum. You be numbers to form quorum. You be numbers to also take decision. What I say? And you know, I mean for some babo, mo. I don't know your mama some. But until the last span of current Parliament, 8 Parliament, be and then idea, you know, majority.
Well, I heard you. The Supreme Court achi on a share on
the Timko General. Yan said the Parliament or a court. And the Bibia at that class numbers, 136 against 135.
Would it not be fair? So we'll go by what the Supreme Court has directed us to. Let us deal with the interpretation before. Then what you might
is it up to members of Parliament in a better interpretation? And I say, so far as I was the Speaker declare those seats, say, I have vacant. Is that not the case? As Speaker said, anything different from your
But you have reconvened with the mindset that don't continue majority.
Because we have not been told, say, as some Speaker can, and then
so go back to minority and let's listen to what our Speaker is saying.
No. Sir, Anka, you issue statements, oh, sir, some American, my boy. I mean, Supreme Court, a trend sign. Intend this for go back to your minority. That's a different thing. But the last pronouncement, Speaker, revoke no, young can be for Honon say, you see, I'm this in the majority. Until, say, you can't different thing on the floor. On the floor, what do you want to what you agree Woody? And Parliament, 4 vacancies was on the floor. And we expect say if there has been a change of mind.
Floor
never can. So far we are concerned, we be floor.
Okay, so you read the national picture, Niembra, your 120-day promise, that's in the NDC as a party. Then Niembra, a prayer, Eba war, who gets what, and all those things. But the bigger picture, the surprise is the mighty fell. And then the results in almost all the regions, with the exception maybe 3 or so, That is clearly it was the NDC. Okay, bigger picture, no sir. What really was the position of Ghana for taking, looking at the bigger picture of the results? What was the position? But there's a school of thought that says, "Mana ame yinano." NPP for man ko tuaba.
And true. Omayene, obi obeka se bia na oboa. Look, abana ye tree, Mimi who NPP for wi abanu mu Ashanti region.
Iwiemu.
Omo wiemu. That be a trouble with Remo Ashanti region. Now this time around, when you're going to share, or because
so that's the true reflection of Ayaba to Kozwana.
Share your call by election war, Kumawu. The tree almost old 10 over an year.
By election 10 over the way they are.
And you're low, very good. But some say no. Because Hono, you're quite and you. Oh, share just so. The same scenario happened.
So Kumewu
ejiso no ekire o de fa Kumewu vote no na fa ayi ejiso de no na hwe turnover no na fa compare 2024 turnover no hwe say a very mass difference na
to what you
the same thing because no say Ashanti region vote register has been bloated.
Really?
Yes, Ashanti region register has been bloated.
But what do you about to achieve? How can a specific region in Kwan registered by bloated.
I'm saying now you see bio DVD biya. Yeah, quiet.
Let's say they want to police station.
Police station. Oh, and me me say politically no. One I say me to come to conclusion say Ashanti region register no has been bloated. And unti ya try about na say bia police station no 700. In actual fact no mo ya be 500.
How is that possible? Why?
Oh yes.
You are too much experienced.
You are dealing with NPP before.
No, but you are too exposed politically and seriously into the game.
That is why.
No. That a register in a particular region will be bloated. That's not feasible.
No, so a new hire than a term no.
Oman Kotuaba.
Mr. Home, Mr. Say, register bloating of register in new hire than a South. Any panay. I did be a was as usual wedding piano. Any panay. But I've given you a typical example. So, would you share a just so by a lesson?
About course, general. So, because okay, at a point in time, the NPP NDC had a base of 4 million, or 4.5. At a certain point, 2020, now it went up to 6 million. It will be a
no. Last 2020, about 6 million.
And I'm saying that. But for basic 6 million, Obi a guaranteed say.
I feel by 150 million.
You are not getting my point. It still doesn't change that NDC a guaranteed to say a Kotoaba more than Quran and 6 million.
Yes.
NDC will guaranteed.
Yes. Until I'm trying to say, I'm before we are banumu because Obakaya 2020. You talk about you and I'm before you. I think 1.8 million or so. Maybe 1.8 million. What did you? The difference between NDC and NPP was Ashanti region 2020 and over 1.1 million.
It is simple. I'm saying that Obia on the base. That base, you cannot defy that base.
And our base, you know, Lipa base 700. I want to trouble amount. Who base now? What on? Lipa 700 both from a trouble amount.
Apathy, I set it in. Ibia to Moda.
Sir, apathy way the irrational.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. So apathy way no. There was hope but it doesn't make sense. Maybe the main conclusion is that Ashanti region register has been bloated. Now this time around, no, NDC was vigilant
at the blind side of a year electoral commission or what, or with the consent of electoral commission, or how did they?
How can it be at the blind side of electoral commission?
But how do you also conclude that?
How can it be at the blind side of the electoral commission? Because electoral commission for no more did egu. What you say? But that's a fact. What do my research into it? It will be a better say 10 over our Ashanti region alone. Any true? Any true? Who say it's a region? The difference between NDC and NPP, President Mahama Baumiano, who say less than 50,000. Less than 50,000. But 2020, now more than 200,000. And I'm telling you, Obi Obeka say, Ashanti and Trabano, Obwa. Ashanti now more honor. The real Ashanti people know so much Trabano. They voted. But the ghost no was it anymore. The BIA can't hono. I feel a month man yet. Ghost no was it anymore. I can't say 800 on the register. Now say 300 at 2. Now, you be only a fellow for the form say 780 na Trabano. I feel money sir.
Can you say same about voter region?
Voter region.
That be intact or no, and if you be
voter region. No, because if you compare 2020 and 2024 now, difference no way. The same people no more no. Difference no will be allowed for.
Or what the voter region results?
Yeah, difference here say. The only thing you can say is that this time around no. NPP for no vote. Now we are 2020. No. This time around, no NPP for no vote because the be ananka ebi akufo do nya 50. Ebaba na omonya 15. Na koka you know and this for. That's what you can say about voter region. The difference will also be catered for additional register now. Additional registration on my no. What is it? And you know this, don't forget say. Yeah. Additional registration. What you say? Constituency be anya additional percentage. Abeka 2020 register no. So what you say? And you know, compare 2020 voter region vote. Compare 2024 voter region vote. Compare Ashanti region. na hwe say asema mekan nukure ni mu ana
so apathy cannot be used as a reason.
Yeah, irrational. It doesn't make sense to me. Say apathy close to 800. Umbo fuza won yan to abama. 800. No. Bibi, me say and this for say yeah, any this NPP will never win election in this country.
It's too early.
Because
it's too early.
Me say, me say yeah, any ya. What I say? Me say yeah, any ya. NPP will never win election in this country. But yeah, at a point, we need 2 regions. 2 regions. No, they want it. Ashanti, Eastern. No, they want elections. How? What is it? And you know, clearly, what you say, there is something wrong with register in the Ashanti region.
Okay.
And we need to do something about it.
All right. Yebeko, your party through your leader, now our president-elect, His Excellency John Dramani Mohammed's first 120-day social contract. We are blessed with that.
Some.
So number 1 talks about nominate within the first 14 days a complete list of cabinet ministers for parliamentary approval. Doable, achievable.
Now, President say, say experienced man. I don't know why be there. And caliber of people who are on my campaign now when at the moment, no, I'm certain say, fair idea as to who and who are other ministers. And I am more than doable.
Constitute the leanest and most efficient government under the 4th Republic in my first 90 days in office.
Also, all you do less than 60 ministers. Both ministers, deputy ministers.
They say it's possible.
I don't know possible. US for more ministers, yes.
So when you say any possible,
very possible.
60.
President Mahama Ashabo, obedi so.
60.
Yes. Obedi so.
Maybe obetina kunya nso no hwe ba.
I know say President Kofoye. President Kofoye no.
Yeah.
He was him, but he came and then apologized to Ghanaians and said,
but what would be wrong if
but I don't think I don't know, but let's leave it. President Mahama.
But it will not be out of place. So I say, well, me call 80 ho, but mama me kwana coming to be for 65 70. Would it be?
They say 80 one can let's take it say or 60. Let's leave it.
60 is what you.
Me say I don't can hwe. Obi anso ni tirim. Enti nobody can control for him. Enti yeah, let's leave it say or say obey 60. Let's leave it.
But would you say 60 ideal figure between managing the affairs of this country?
I don't know your head. I know the leader. I know feel so between I manage with 60. That's fine.
It's not just about being the head, but with the support of about 4 input.
And also when he have 60 people to support him. Let's leave it like that.
Establish a robust code of conduct and standards for all government officials.
President Mahama, time Oyebi.
But say you be ya to be fanya ejuma.
No. Oh no.
You be ya to you fanya ejuma.
People don't know President Mahama very well. People don't know President Mahama very well. This man is so disciplined. Say, Masa, say, you are some American. Ne bakura no. Na adia, who say, enye no. Oh yeah, ofa huncho. That is President Mahama for you. Say, yawa bemuno.
Say, ne bakura no.
Yawa bemuno. Is it Vicky Hammer or something? Somebody. Ena nana oya deputy minister for.
You know Kesika Assembly.
Yeah, so onya
just the thought of it.
Just the thought of it. 1 year should cry.
But that was unfair.
Unfair to who?
But me de minya one bia say me ye adwuma. Nti mani da so say minya one bia.
Me say Ghana for sorry tia sa asem no kan. Ghana for do na say wan ka say. Na Mahama nim say osum Ghana for. Na dia Ghana for painting no. Osake no. What is it? Osum Ghana for. Nti asem bi beto na Ghana for do na so na asem odi anya.
Enye papa.
Oh say. Oh yeah, that's why papa mo no. President Mahama ngofo nimu no.
hold a national economic dialogue to discuss the true state of the economy and prepare a homegrown fiscal consolidation program to guide the budget.
Yes, sir. Upon Chinua,
you want to
see what has gone on and is going on with the economy in Siciliano.
Move Jania question national dialogue.
No, the person who yes, a course of crochet is you. That's who has said, I don't be any now. Do waste your time.
There be one was saying,
and we want Ghanaians to know the true state of.
But what were you relying on? And Amokachi said this is the true state of the country. You relied on these things to do your projections and told Ghanaians, say, you are capable of managing this economy better.
Are you happy, sir? Local banks, you nina.
If they didn't go through the law.
No, are you happy?
If they didn't meet what the law says, why not?
Now look at the unemployment a year, sir. Collapse, you know.
It is not for you to say, Obi here the Bonekura or South banking sector. Are
you happy with your debt to GDP as it stands now?
So all these figures I'm relying on.
Are you happy with the current exchange rate? $1. Amara, President Mahama, NPP before, but me akufo catcher and say we incompetent. Now, open $1, ukuta 4 cedis. Now we have $1. And ne competent government in buy and now pay $1. We hear sense when you $1. Are you happy with that?
So that's the dialogue I'm obeying. No.
Entino, your pese obia, and I saw what you say. Nyansa any nipa bakuntrimu. Omahene. Nyansa. Even though you are trouble, your president, your way. It doesn't mean sabi. What do you mean Nyansa say Ghana for you now? Entino. When I'm person me, obia fan adwomara. They be a crowd your better crown.
And the Badwam.
Papa sent media now. Maybe if you send me woman and more bemono. What you say? Because on my yebui, Obia or you would prema a man here. Of course. And obey your over time away. 1 year we are. Never be brave. I say. Because one cannot correct one friend, of course, no one cannot cram out being who's there. Nipan would deep on the ground, near man was so. But in obey. And as I'm so bad, I can't also be.
Don't call you Komula for no game park now if you know but maybe of interest. 90 days in office, scrap the following draconian taxes to alleviate hardships and ease the high cost of doing business. E-levy, most good form. COVID levy, ebeko. 10% levy on bet winnings, ebeko. Emissions levy, ebeko. And they which might say.
Musie, I go for a charge. Musie.
Environmental pollution. Environmental
pollution. Now, one not do anything. I go for a task. I see na ba hon. Oh, see, just say, okay. What was it to a task?
I saw a copy. The last COP 29, Azerbaijan. It talks about the environment, you know.
And sir, we see a task. Yes, a nuisance. And the whole world, I declare COVID anyhow. Oh my honey. And see, when you just say, there are so COVID task. And to cater for what? To do what? If not say, I go for a wapa, when a wapa say, oh my Ghana for quite at a team. Why would you charge COVID levy now? Why? Now you be say, I be say, I go for nama bahumya lusu, bahumya kazanga na mwano. Oh say, taxes be over a nuisance. And I say, I don't know who influence. I was a weird for now. Oba bamu adena obey. That statement.
But that was just not a statement he meant. It was just a joke. It's only
joke. No. One kind of one time more. A joke. And kind of one time. But he repeated it. It was like everybody who could be. I'm before. I commentators. Omo radio soon na oh I say obachom. How can you say a joke? A joke can go on now so oh we are growing a midi. But where dear? He meant it. What you say? Enti on one kasano on one. Even though I go for ne but omu enu kra no mo ye. At a point ade papa bia ba MPP abamu ya na ye na ye bone ne de na odwane afiri ho nka ho me ye mate akopesti ya ansa na ye ni ye si ya no so obu to be there ni ye mana ye what you say entino sa those taxes nyina in fact me da me say President Mahama no acceptance yi no oka esa kan so obetu training nyina afiri ho we ye afiri ho.
Okay, so yebeko akotwa ye ho aba na yeba we have about 10 more to go in terms of your promises. Then we'll come back to
Mama aka ontimi nye Ghana fo nya ne hu ayurashirem say waye bida. Now this time around President Mahama is coming in say obeye bibi ama Ghana fo hu say even though Ghana fo do na lose interest confidence our politicians there are still some good politicians in the system.
Employment matters.
President Mahama, number 1.
Employment matters. Educational matters.
24-hour economy.
Health matters.
24-hour economy. About addressing employment issues.
Are we sure?
Oh, exactly.
Okay, so you better try one by a bar. Or Sampson Ahi, NABV and Komo Diwa Yakwaba. Well, the young for Sampson Ahi is my guest. We have the next 15 minutes to wrap up. Now, a lot of your text messages, but unfortunately, I just want me private number team Enya. Dodona Busa say, we miss him so much. He's a strong pillar in the NDC. Kennedy appears a Western North hero. He needs to be considered. Considered for what? He's a former minister. He will always be a minister. Nanaya also say, Western of a Japade. Hey, be careful with the word Japade, I beg you.
That's not true.
The word Japade.
The
word
Japade. I don't want to be associated with Japade.
So all the Texans are just asking about. Now, now you system right?
More Parliament.
Parliament. Yeah, okay.
Actually, ECOWAS Parliament, no. Yeah. And I trim call West Africa most of the time. Okay. Yeah, but you can see go through Monoma you never had, but now the expectation of Ghanaians for this administration, John Mahama's administration. Someone named that. Yes.
Yes. There's a heavy load and expectation on it. Can you meet up to that expectation?
Yes. In fact, so Osha voter and a level of trust I Ghana for nyawo President Mahama Muna. Me adana me ya woni wi amekasa no me kan ne say when na aba no the huge responsibilities na aba ha ade so akese pa na e dey so aye na you say with God all things are possible and you say nyame wo ya find there you see e be yenti na modi amaye na ye be yen so adenti e ma ye be yen say ye dey ahombrase ani obuo ana dwumadin ana pepeye ana emunna ho openness ana de be ye dwuma no what you say now Ghana for na to abama ye aye say ye ba betra konwa no sunti no afa na ye hwe Ghana for say omo nyina ye sebe omo they don't matter what you say no President Mahama no ni suban ebu o wo manipa ene adwumadin a President Mahama da bia ho ye no ye sure so belidi ye ama Ghana for se ya pa obisa omo expectation ka se pa ya adwuma se manti benya adwuma ye ebi mo wie nursing training school 4 years no mo da so tifi enti omo employment atese enti sa ayin ewo ho enna nkwara omo wie school a omo nya adwuma enye eno ntina sa 24-hour economy eba ama Ghana for enye adwuma ye dodo na nso sabe bu ha wie secondary school wie JSS efie nyenti ontima nto so obese osua adepam obese osua asanudwuma obese osua iterebo carpenter yento ties na sika kora wo betua ne tin san kora no
aye
problem anu nti wakafie nti president Muhammad de san hye nyina beba ama Ghana fo nyina ayede kwara nyina anya dwuma ayede asua na mo nso anya sika abo mo bra ema bank ye bai ebeboa ema anya dwetre na mo de dutwa adando mo nsa no aboa omukuru
ema
bank eba behwe ema nko a wo ye be ma wo ti wo nya bisika bi amfiri ho ema nko a nti ye ba okuru mo na se bia wo didwa wo ton ice koto ice beton woni sika ndi ko na koto adaka ba kumpe o ma hene boso na wo twe be so abeko market bi mu no na wa ton faso ka kre das wo di ewie nti obi ani nkromo se wo ton ice nso wo di na fa ko bank no be so asene na ma usika ma watre o di freezer kase otimi akfa nam dodo na nti mo ye petty business mo sheda ni capital no bank no ba be so masene
yenya abotre as Ghana for Emma John Dramani Mama abaina na
Ghana for ebenya abotre ama president Mama abaina no only when na ye be hu the true state of affairs ewo mamu ha sana maka no ne yenim figures economic indicators true around na I'm sure say ni na aye below na afena yeba unravel the true situation. It is all Ghana ni who say hey say yes ye can 750 billion Ghana cedis
abrosa
sa 900 billion now oh man explanation man that person will sympathize with you.
So there should be a bit of patience on the part of your citizens, no?
Now, what is actually on the ground, and I know the government will do that. So you Ghana ni can create no. What I say? Let's say no kwanya be faso a e ka wo ha kwanya be faso ba den. Wo be yi na free sa tibia no mu. Wo beto wase. Ba say ye katakata dem so dia. Ghana fo ni abotre mo de betwen. Because akomo de obia
kom
de obia asa ba ye to ye kom de na e ma ambifo so
na kom de kom de
edum e bi kura na me didi ba kom ntimi ni didi ba kom bo mo de na bo 2 3 na ma didi
just to balance it breakfast
because ntimi ye anopa ntimi ye
breakfast and dinner no o hwe 2 3 and now they ma breakfast now the 3 na ma dinner one food no is that the case
sana na
Bambet me a change status quo. Your balancing act.
Nipanya adwuma ye. O improve economy no. Na nkran mo adwuma ye a. Adent na intimi enchisa. Bese
to your party sympathizers no. And then to the issue, the biggest issue of we necessary far away in terms of appointments. What do you tell them?
Ma can say Constitution e dibu o man no ama obi tumi so no onye sade ene President Mahama in this case obi betuma suggest obi din ama no but say who say yes suggestion proposals and all the man and he is not bound
by your suggestion
per the Constitution say ne obeka bia na onfanye adwuma nti obi amfanhye ni tirim wo yo ohene na za wo kwesere say yem obi position ya Okono, who say a serena island, Okosere. What's that? The answer?
Ye pa
the mount. And President Fairmount. And he said, yes, I don't wait more. I'm not sure, sir. But, sir, yeah, just enough for positions today. I am normal with human beings.
Oh, the rush for positions, no?
I am normal with human beings.
Very normal.
Especially, you have no position 8 years. Ya ba moon. Certainly. Oboyan Kofobu. Obo or to her. On ko ye kan say mama me say ebim so ho a ne suban no no ye but ni nyina mu no e wo say ehun say President Mahama na emra na ma ne tumi say on hwe mu na nipa o de ne be yadwum be ye no on fa no enti wo kwasra na wantia doesn't mean say on pe wasem what you say
okay
na yi na so ti ase say adwuma ya be so no obi de be ba no pa obi de be ba owia obi de be ba anwumre what is it?
So those saying that any brewing a fair weather friends, no, yeah, be more be part of John Mohammed's administration. People are saying commitment, loyalty, and competence. Not a year will be any baby from nowhere. Now, if you say John, say or practice it, and all inclusive. So inclusiveness limits me free baby. What do you think, President Mahama, or the opportunity to pick up the Nippon on Bayer Juma? What some of the things now officers say, Oshe, so also suggest man. I said okay.
On one agenda. On an agenda based on the manifesto. Now, on say, Obetuma Kumase, however, in Sawam Kwanasako. You can still go to Kumasi through Asim, over Mankasim, Makofa Hako. What I say? Over to Kumasi, through Kofold, a Capcus, Alco Pue, Sa, as Fusu area, Honoso Ako. Whichever way beyond here, say Oko Kumasi. But quite a fast way to do Kumasi. President Mama never an agenda, and no one vision. And I buy implementing a manifesto. No, or Tana who say ya, Oba who say, O my hand, I'm then call a ha. Kumasan and Mpensenpensenmu maiden, me druntem. When I'm then call her Beboa. And to me, him, President, why be done so? And to have confidence in him, say, Oba pick the right people. Na ama na nisu adi hununa. Ope say, Oma Ghana funya son fasono. Abem aman. Onye mistake. Oba the right thing. Enti yenja mano na yemfa mpabo mumye den enta nachi na nyame hom kronkron enka no na onya nkofu papa adwene papa wonso omo den o mutrim omo akoma papa ema Ghana se omo nso ye pe Ghana yi na ama meye selfishness se da bia meka President Mama president but nyama bi be koso ministry bia sabe he will not be there to say the bia no me won it out enti no nyame mom enka na koma na wonye selection na ebe bua ma na agenda na opese no be den ebe bam obia ya na adwene sa o ye hwan o me say o request any na suggestion a proposal per the constitution he is the only person even though me no so free party mu de na tie bia no party mpemfo so benya say ewo ne obeye no mu but ni na mu no the last resort no ayo no what is it what they call now we show say da bi edin 3 amode abai we na me use no that's it can't challenge it
among the criteria loyalty should be part, competence should be part.
I'm not sure say obeye appointment loyalty enka ho won consider loyalty and competence and I mean nti party loyalty there obi a oye NDC ni bia no MPP ni wo loyal to your party what I say cause what we go through and sana one win elections now if you are not loyal to that party now you won't do that see am na oti he bi makoje bosia loan
akotoaba
aje akotoaba obi kura kwaje loan walusu obi kwaje loan so wawone but obey adwuma yeden atua enti if you are not loyal to political party will you go through that you will not enti no me de masemina na say nyame na eda na se say nyame de sankunim we amayen ene da no ankasa kanzem bi da mama kanzem bi ne da na mani je okwa asoro no say aba ye de ball tachi in this case I didn't tell my people Ghana for trouble tia MPP for no friends aba de ball tachi no sana aba de da ho ba de ne da ho ba na ba ne da ho no say Ghana for hwe ne ye be ye
NDC be ye
na sa ba no da ho ye ni ya be da ho ye ni ya
be peja be boy
this is what President Mama said yesterday and I thought say a very very insightful statement to make it they said that bia no be kan ho say I say ye ni me otherwise about techi aba na ye den eda ho a ehwe ye.
On that note, Honorable Sampson Ahi, Member of Parliament for Bodi, one of the few longest serving members of parliament, former deputy minister, works and housing. I wouldn't be surprised if you are named the works and housing minister. Someone I'm sure agreement, the controversial agreement, I'm sure. So I'm saying, buy we are nipa or mobile to us. We are away.
Menya we kuranti.
Oh, agreement. That's all. So more the latter part of the agreement.
Also latter part. Almost the same way. Because any more Parliament any way. Bia any more. Almost we be on farmer Parliament. That's all court. And so far as I'm concerned, agreement is still there.
So if you are to take over, you look into that.
Exactly. We'll look into it. Now I had the writing. And you're gonna force Ghana edition. I was a Ghana for years on first. Yeah, my come will be a short change here. Now, as to what I said, member mono. Yeah, my statement saying Yama President Mamma. Oh no, I don't know. All
right. But that's what I was saying. Sister Sandy be a guy, and your birthday. Happy birthday, Shunko, Enko, Enfa, Emma. Until him, Sister Sandy, now what a number. Just wish her a happy birthday. On behalf of the entire crew, led by Kofi and Pedro Welbeck, and Afi Weber, and Jessica, and Sofu Chief Ba, to one order. Natina, or in chair, camera. Senior cameraman, who need that. They be the trousers need t-shirt. Or local government style. Local government style, we'll find sound the camera for the lighting and the set designers were always a team. Yeah, there will be bias. When I don't know the channel chair, we're here to say, well, yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.